All right, I'd like to call this meeting to order. Do I have a motion to adopt the agenda? Second, all in favor? And let's see, first thing on the agenda is board operations, election of officers. For chairman, you have any recommendations? I guess not. We're not going to have one this year, huh? Oh.
Stay put where you are, and I'll recommend you.
Second, all in favor? And one abstention. And vice chair, do I have a recommendation? All right, do I have a second? All in favor? And one abstention for that.
Congratulations, gentlemen. It comes with a large pay raise.
Brian wanted to be president, but we don't have that authority, Brian. Sorry, I checked. So we're moving along. Curriculum and instruction. Recognitions. We got a few.
We do. I'm excited tonight to recognize some of our team members. We are going to begin tonight with some literacy leader schools, the 24-25 literacy leader schools. I have to slow down when I say that or that won't come out quite right. So 24-25 literacy leader schools, let me just give you a little background about what makes a literacy leader school. Those are schools that have demonstrated exceptional achievement or growth in reading during the 24-25 school year. The ones that we're going to recognize tonight will be recognized because of their growth. As you see up there, our two elementary schools will be recognized based on their third grade gateway growth, based on their milestones results, and then both Flowery Branch High and North Hall High will be recognized based on their growth in the area of American literature, which is the end of course test for reading at the high school level. So let's begin with friendship. So friendship, if you will come forward to receive your certificate. Mr. Sloan will give that to you, Abby. Congratulations to you. This is Abby Chelly, our principal of Friendship Elementary. Yeah. Listen.
Really quick.
Go ahead.
We got a farm in the south end we want you to know, okay, right? Yeah. And we've got goats and what all we got?
We've got goats and chickens and ducks. We did have a pig, we're all had at a different farm now. And bunnies.
It was called Pua.
Her name was Chua, she was a cooney pig. She's everybody's rock star, except for ours.
That's what we'll want to be doing.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Abby.
Brian,
Thank you.
maybe if you could just stay put for just a second. Our next literacy leader school is World Language Academy. Bev Moody, principal at World Language Academy. Very good.
Congratulations,
And
Brian.
thank you so
That's
much.
awesome.
Brian, one more. We will move to Flowery Branch High School. Joey Farah, our principal at Flowery Branch High School. Congratulations to you, Joey, and your team. And we should probably recognize Jason Carter, who was the former principal there. Despite him, we still had some gains there. Just teasing. Congratulations to you, Jason. Those are your scores as well. And then we end with our Literacy Leader School of North Hall High School. Billy Wells, principal there. Congratulations to you.
Congratulations.
Out of all those literacy leader
Track's
schools.
next. Track is next.
Out of our literacy leader schools, there were 406 schools in the state of Georgia that met that criteria. So we're super excited for those 4 schools who were named literacy leader schools. So once again, join me in congratulating those 4. Okay, we're now moving to our athletic recognitions, and Stan Lewis, our athletic director, will be bringing those forward.
Thank you, Mr. Gerard. Of course, everybody knows we're in the middle of winter sports season, hot and heavy with basketball and wrestling, but we did have a fantastic fall season.
And swimming.
and swimming, sorry, pardon me, and swimming. And we finished strong in a lot of our programs, and so we're going to spend the next couple of Mondays recognizing some of those individuals and teams. So first off, we've got the model of consistency up at North Hall, consistent excellence. That's that cross-country program up there. I'd like to bring out athletic director and head coach Sam Borg and the girls cross-country team. They are state champions. Triple A. And correct me if I'm wrong, Coach Borg, but this is back-to-back? Yes, sir. Back-to-back state champions, and this is the team. So congratulations, ladies. Let's get a photo there.
Yeah, come on.
And Coach, how many seniors on your team this year?
We actually have just one senior.
Wow.
So that says a lot.
Wow.
We're trying to win 3 in a row.
So we can start, okay, that's wonderful. Very good. Congratulations, ladies, that's awesome. Now, out of that group, we have an individual state champion whose name has become quite familiar in the papers with cross-country, and that is Summer Muxlow. She is a state champion cross-country runner. So, Summer, congratulations.
Mr. Shepherd.
Maybe we can get a picture with you in Summer, please. If any families want a picture, just let your principal know and we'll get you those.
It's awesome.
Sorry, we're trying to get you out of the background.
And what year are you, Summer? Sophomore. Oh,
Wow.
All right, now,
it's
Bo,
amazing.
your predecessor always took them out for a run after the meeting. Yeah.
So, can I say?
Yeah, I was going to say, please come over here and say a few words in the microphone.
So yeah, I know a lot to do this evening, but want to just honor this group. This girls team last year was a pretty big deal for us. It was our first state championship in girls cross country in the history of our school, and at the time, the first one in the history of Hall County, the first girls team that ever won. And then, it's hard to go back to back because the target is on your back. So we graduated some good talent, and these girls worked very hard, and they're able to win 2 state titles in a row. And like we said, with only one senior, Lily, no offense, but we're going to try to win a third one. And then Summer Muxlow is our school record holder at North Hall. After decades of success in distance running, that's the fastest miler, 2-miler, and 5K in the history of the school, and she's only a sophomore. Honestly, one of the fastest sophomores in the nation. So very blessed. 18:01 for 5K and under 5 minutes for a mile. I don't know how many people in the room can run a mile in under 5 minutes, but she's under 5. Oh, Mr. Schofield, you can.
But my leg.
That's all. Thank you very much, Board. This
Congratulations.
means a lot. Thank you.
All right, ladies. Mr. Borg, you need to stay put.
Mr. Borg's taking you all out to dinner.
That's right. Congratulations, ladies. And again, keeping along with that theme of consistent excellence with cross-country up at North Hall, we've got the boys cross-country team who were state runners-up. Once again, that's back-to-back state runners-up, correct, Mr. Borg? So let's bring out the boys program, give them a round of applause. Get some photos there, and then we'll let Mr. Borg say a few words about this fine group of young men.
And how many seniors on that team?
We have one senior, Mr. Hayden Glover. He's holding a certificate. So again, one senior. We have high hopes next year for what these boys can do.
Fantastic. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations.
Yeah, be quick here. You guys stand up here just for a second. So these guys, obviously this is not a full cross-country team. Some of us are out enjoying a cool day and getting our run in for track season. Some of us are playing basketball or wrestling, but this is a great representation of a boys team that in middle school won 3 state championships in a row. And those of us in athletics know that that's where a lot of the success starts right when we're in elementary school and middle school. So shout out to our middle school coaches and our families that start these runners young. And we really want to win a state championship. No one here from Oconee County Schools? So Oconee's boys are 4-time in a row boys state champions. And they released a fun little article about next season, and the preseason rankings that mean absolutely nothing have North Hall number 1 and Oconee number 2. So we're going to try to finally make it happen next season. Hopefully we'll be back here getting a certificate that says first place and not second.
That's awesome.
That's it. Thank you, everybody.
Congratulations, guys.
Okay, another recognition coming up. This is an individual state champion, cross-country, and it's a name that everybody should be familiar with if you've been reading the Times over the past couple of years. Emma Dobson. Emma Dobson is from Chesty High School. She is the 2025 GHSA AAA Girls Cross Country Individual State Runner-Up. State Runner-Up. Coach,
Come on, Coach. Come on, Coach.
AD,
Get in there with 'em.
Mr. Bishop, come on up. We have been reading about Emma since she was really in the 7th and 8th grade. She was just tearing it up down at the middle school and did a fantastic job as a freshman this year.
Did I hear freshman?
That is correct. Coach, you want to come up and say a few words about Emma?
Wow. Congratulations, Emma. We're so proud of you.
I was going to say stand up there while she talks about you, but that's okay.
Well, first off, I want to start with,
I'm very honored to have coached Emma this first year. This is my second year coaching cross country at Chesty High School, and I love the position. I love getting to do what I do, but she makes it even better. She exemplifies what Chesty is: character, courage, and commitment, and everything that we want our kids to be. Not only is she a great athlete, but she's also a great student. And even from the start, when I first came here, I was like, who is that little runner? She's always running. You know, like, who can love running this much? But as I got to see her, I was like, oh my goodness, you know, she really enjoys doing it. And I think with her love and joy for it, it's going to hold the rest of our team for the next few years. She's a freshman. She's beyond where she should be probably at this point. But I'm super excited to see where she's going to be in the next 3 years. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Great job.
That's all we have, Mr. Barker. We'll be back on the 26th with some more.
And it goes without saying, thank you to those coaches and leaders that create those opportunities for those young people. So thank you.
Yes, well done, well done. Next on our recognition list, we have asked Dr. Tracy Brack, the principal at Tadmore, to come talk to us about our upcoming 100th anniversary of Tadmore Elementary School. So she's going to share a little bit about what they have planned and some of their history that she has compiled. So thank you, Dr. Brack, for being here.
Thank you for inviting me. All right, well, we are excited to celebrate 100 years of Tadmore. In January of 1926, 4 1- and 2-room schoolhouses consolidated to form Tadmore, and the original 4-month term of the school had between 50 and 75 students. The first known public transportation for Tadmore was a group of students brought from Union Hill in a covered wagon drawn by 2 mules and driven by a man by the name of Willis Eberhart. It's a far cry from the current expansive brick building and the 12 buses that carry students to and from Tadmore each day. Over the years, the school grew from one building to several smaller buildings made up of Army barracks. As I read about students in rooms heated with coal-burning stoves, drawing water from a well, traveling by horse-drawn carriage, and using outdoor pits for toilets, I'm grateful for indoor heating and air, warm cafeteria lunches, and school buses that transport students daily, and of course, indoor plumbing. However, I'm also grateful to be part of such a rich history. When I arrived at Tadmore a few years ago, I had no idea how many people would say to me, you know, I went to Tadmore. This school has a history of educating some of Hall County's best. I'm grateful to get to be a small part of the storied history of Tadmore. The laughter and learning within her walls stretches and changes as the years go by. When I first walked the halls at Tadmore, the building felt like a Frankenstein put together with one building project after another. However, as I have learned the stories and seen how she has changed over the years, I realize that she has a quality we want to instill in our children. She is flexible, and she grows with each new challenge. When I arrived at Tadmore, there was a hovering gray cloud with the imminent fear that she was a school with a destiny to be closed. I'm so thankful that this board and this school district decided on a different destiny for Tadmore Elementary. Hall County Schools invested in her future, or in her history, while investing in her future. The renovations completed last summer were so beautiful, and our students, teachers, and parents are so proud of all the new spaces and the new energy that accompanied this most recent renovation. We hope you will be able to join us on January 23rd as we celebrate the past and look to the future. Tadmore is ready for the future, and our best is yet to come.
Tracy, thank you. January 23rd, that, if my calendar is correct, that's 2 weeks from Friday, or is that a week from Friday?
It is a Friday. It is Friday the 23rd from 5 to 7 in the evening. We're going to have, I read about, the teachers used to be paid for it when they first started the school, but they had to do things like sell hot dogs and soft drinks to pay for chalk and anything that and maintenance of the school. So I thought that it would be appropriate to have Hot Dog Ninja there. So we're going to have Hot Dog Ninja, and we're going to have some pop-up food vendors. We're going to have a bouncy house for kids and carnival games. We're going to have birthday cake, and then if you want to go into the new Learning Commons, we're going to have memories and yearbooks and pictures to share, and a place where people can tell stories and gather and reminisce about all the things that they remember about Tadmore.
And I've heard a rumor that there might even be some special recognition from Atlanta coming in terms of the legislature, but that's just a rumor that I've heard, so.
It is a rumor. You know more about that than I do, but
I don't know. But
it's pretty exciting.
That's wonderful. 100 years. Questions for Tracy? Brian, you'd asked me to see what they were eating. Does that cover it, what she said?
I have no questions, but I do have a comment, because although I was not there when they opened the doors of that school, I do remember when I was a child, of course, that would have been in the 90s, 1890s maybe. I remember the wood, they still had some of the wood burning stoves, so I do remember that. So this is an awesome thing. I look forward to that.
Brian, you were a child in the 90s?
Child at heart.
Thank you, Tracy. We look forward to it. What a great celebration
Brought some
that's going to be.
invitations to give y'all real quickly, and then I'll be out of your hair. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Brack. I was thinking about those wood-burning stoves, Tracy, and thinking, was that the principal's responsibility to bring in the stuff?
Actually, I don't know what it would be called. The only thing I can compare it to is like a manse at a church, but there was a building where the principal lived.
Oh, wow. Wow, so cool. Thank you so very much.
But the first principal was only there 4 months, so maybe that's. He had to live there.
He had to live there.
And it has a rich history. I believe Brad had an uncle who was principal there around 1970, and following him was Lee Lovett, was the next principal, so it's.
Brad, you have to share, I thought it was so funny today, what the Christmas tradition was with your uncle.
My uncle was A.J. Cooper, was the principal, I think, from 57 to 70 before Lee Lovett. And we always had family reunions at his house in Chestnut Mountain. And so when I was a little kid back in those days, he kept a box under the stairs, and all the little kids got to get one thing that he had taken up at school from the other kids, like a squirt gun or a bolo paddle or something like that. So I love going to Uncle Aaron's house.
Very good. We reminisced about what that might look like today. It wouldn't be a bolo paddle, I don't think. Okay, next on the agenda is field trips. So if you'll open those up, there are several listed on here. There are 5, but I do not need approval on any of these. I'll bring these back at our next meeting for approval, so you have time to look and think those over.
Questions for Suzanne before we move on? Mr. Kearns, you want to bring us up to date on East Bloss for the month of December?
Yes, the first item you have is the TAVT receipts with analysis of over year and current receipts for that for the month of December. If you have any questions, let me know.
Down a little bit, but similar to December last year, and December's usually an
Yes.
off month, so.
Yes,
Thank
very
you.
similar to the prior years.
Moving right along.
The second item I have is the SPLOST 7 resolution. Craig has a copy of it in paper format if you'd like.
The SPLOS 2, right? Don't we
Yeah.
have? Huh? Oh, yeah, East Bloss 7, okay, yes. Okay.
Yeah. So the framing for the vote tonight is to continue our 1% sales tax and authorize another bond issuance for the forthcoming years. This is, like I said, it's just a continuation of the 1% that we have already have for the future years.
And again, this will be a joint resolution from the Hall County School District, the Gainesville City School District, the Beaufort City School District, as DJ said, a continuation of the 1 penny sales tax. Cannot imagine where we would be in this district. We may still be in the Tadmore one-room schoolhouse. But again, all you're doing tonight is authorizing it to go before the voters of Hall County, who will have to approve it. That will be in May. And so, Mr. Chairman, I would like to make a recommendation that the Hall County School Board approve the East Bloss resolution, once again allowing the resolution to go before the voters of this community in May of 2026.
And once we approve it, it'll be on our webpage for the public to look at.
Absolutely.
So do I have a motion? Do I have a second? Any other comments? All in favor? All right. Now we're down to East Bloss analysis.
There we go, DJ now. East Bloss analysis, we got.
Yeah, so you have the East Bloss analysis. Excuse me, you have the East Bloss analysis in front of you for the collections for December, broken out by district for the county. And it's very on par with prior years.
Absolutely. Thank you. By the way, I sent you, we're still receiving, and again, I'm taking it off the top of my head, you and Kara sent it to me, 3.7, around 3.75% on reserves that are in the GO fund for Georgia, so. Okay. If there are no questions, we'll move right along. Matt Cox, project updates.
Yes, sir. I have 3 project updates tonight. First one is Johnson High School. The school did actually make their transition into the new addition, actually prior to the break, so they are already utilizing the new building. The process was assisted by our trades and training students and other students to help with that, so we appreciate that so much. They've completely moved out of the annex and the modular building, and the next step we have is to move the modular building, the 2 pieces, part to Chicopee Woods Elementary, part to Flowery Branch Elementary. As you can see here, the completed addition, including the replacement auxiliary gym, which is just a beautiful space.
As a matter of fact, Matt, I think they had their first wrestling match, maybe Stan was telling me, in the auxiliary gymnasium, and what an incredible change for those young men and women with just that piece of the facility. By the way, also your trades and training, as we've moved, significant moves like this in the past and hired individuals to come in, it's been in the tens of thousands of dollars to get that much equipment moved. And once again, I hope you caught that Matt had our trades and training high school students leading that. They did an incredible job and accomplished it in 2 very long days, so very exciting.
If no questions on that one, we'll move on to North Hall High School. North Hall, as you recall, the 3-story addition and auxiliary gym replacement. At this project, we're actually moving into the finishes, so we now have our HVAC operating, permanent lighting on in the building, and we're moving into finishes inside the building. This week, we are beginning the process of installing the wood floor in the gym. And also, you see some parking lot work going on there. This project is, the addition is scheduled to be complete somewhere around the first week of April. We still have one more phase, which is the second phase of renovations inside the building that will happen over the summer.
Matt, as a former parent at North Hall, remind us what those renovations are over the summer, which have been needed for a long time in that circa 1957 facility.
Yes, sir, we still have a few of our restrooms to do. We did a portion of those last summer. We still are renovating others this summer. We have some renovations to the engineering area to create more of a true engineering lab. And then we have some work related to the back hallway where we're getting rid of some of our those triangular classrooms. So we'll be rid of all of those by the time we complete this project in the fall.
And Matt, it's a report for a later date, but your trades and training team of high school students has also done a remarkable job with the agricultural barn for the ag program at North Hall High School. You want to talk just a little bit about that?
Yes, sir. So the trades and training program kind of tackled the ag barn down at North Hall. It just had kind of an appearance of being a little bit neglected. So we went in down there, reworked the storage building that's attached to it, redid the lighting, just did a lot of work there to make some improvements to the drainage. Just a long list of things that the kids did, and they've done just a remarkable job. The before and after, we'll bring something to you in the future to kind of show you what the before and after are, but it's an amazing difference that they've made.
Matt, can you remind us, what's on those 3 floors? Remind me again, what all we put on each of those 3 levels?
Okay. So the first floor is obviously the replacement practice gym, and we've relocated the main entrance to the school, so we've finally have a decent-sized administration area in that section, and then a few classrooms. We also connect across to the Performing Arts Center. So one of the biggest things about this project is that it connects all of the buildings together, so we're finally inside one building all the way across. Second floor has a mix of science and classrooms, and third floor is just classrooms.
And Deborah, that's a great question, and Matt brought out something not only for getting to class on time. We have some students who've said they've clocked it, and they're not scratching their fannies either. It takes them 5 minutes to get from one class to another on that campus. But much like Johnson High School, now they can stay under one roof and they can get to classes much quicker. Safety, weather, efficiency, it's just going to be a great change. As a matter of fact, at the Rotary Club meeting today, we recognized some students of the month from our elementary schools, and one of the young ladies brought her brother who goes to Johnson High School. And I said, how do you like that new addition? He said, you just can't believe the change it's making for students at Johnson High School. He said, it's just fantastic. So thank you all for supporting those much-needed changes.
So with the entrance changing, what's going to happen with the current entrance?
So the former entrance we're kind of expanding, kind of separating administration. So you'll have a separate counseling area in that area there. And I believe that what you see as kind of the main entrance becomes more of a conference room related to that can be used by administration for anything that they want to use it for. So we're basically just shifting to the left a little bit on the main addition, or main entrance.
And Bo, the plan has been all along that first hallway that you come into and you can take a right and go down, that hallway, at some point you may make the determination to bring it down for more parking right there in the front of the school, because now we're going to have the advantage of having enough room to be able to consider that. So not in the immediate plans, but it may be in the future.
That front hallway also is below grade level from the parking lot. So it's over the years, had some drainage issues there.
But that is where the kayaking room is, and so sometimes that works out pretty well with the...
And I do believe, Horace is getting moved?
Yes.
He'll be moved into the new office there, wouldn't he?
Yes.
The
We have a
statue
special
up there.
place.
They
So
call
he
it
won't-
Horace.
Right, he won't be kind of in the middle as you come in. And kind of in your face there. He'll be tucked away to the side, but we have a special place for him. Yep.
Thank you. Other questions for Matt? Dr. Swafford, personnel update.
Oh, world language.
I knew that. I was just seeing if anybody was paying attention.
You know there's food coming tonight, and you're after
I'm
the
hungry.
dessert. We're good.
World language, just continuing to come out of the ground with that one. So you're seeing us go vertical. We actually have some of the second floor deck on. I don't think we have any of it poured yet, but they call it the sequencing of steel, so that's kind of what you're seeing. But in the parts that have come along first, we're beginning to lay some blocks. So if you kind of scroll on down, you begin to see the building beginning to take shape. So this is exciting as we continue to move forward.
Okay, now we move on.
Matt, what's gonna be the capacity of that school when it's finished?
800,
800?
yes.
If there are no further questions, Dr. Swafford, personnel, please.
Yes, you have attached for you tonight our personnel action items. We do not need a vote on these tonight. These are just the preliminary for this month, and we'll bring you the final personnel action items packet at our next January board regular meeting. If you have any questions, please let me know.
Mr. Chairman, that's all we have. We do have an executive session. We're going to go into our conference room just on the other side of that wall before we have training tonight. Suzanne, you want to just give the board an update again, reminding them what the training is on?
Sure, it is going to be a riveting student achievement training. We actually are going to talk about, we're going to talk about CCRPI and what the components mean, how we calculate our overall score, and some interventions we're working on with each school to impact the student achievement scores that you'll see. We're actually going to do small group work, so we're going to do what we did last time with Aaron and start off with a quick orientation, and then we're going to go, I brought the dream team tonight, so you're going to have some teaching and learning team members that are going to present each component.
And Suzanne, would you introduce again Jason and thank him for being here tonight from our RESA to validate this board training?
Absolutely. We have Jason Kopp with us from Pioneer RESA, and as part of our GSBA recognition, our exemplary board recognition, by the way, I brought this would be a perfect time to show you. I wonder if I don't, I feel like I have like the Emmy Award here. So this is our exemplary board recognition trophy that we got from last year. So that's what we're working on again for this year with our training, and he will verify and validate and sign that we had our training tonight. Thank you for being here, Jason.
All right, I need a motion to go into executive session. Second. All in favor?
And I do not anticipate any action